I'm Ben, speaking for PAPPY. Benjamin Franklin was one of the first biographies PAPPY read. Benjamin Franklin was born on January 17th, 1706, in Boston, Massachusetts, the 15th of 17 children in a crowded, modest household. His father, Josiah Franklin, made candles and soap, useful trades but hardly glamorous. From the beginning, Franklin showed a restless curiosity. Though he attended school for only about 2 years, he devoured books whenever he could find them, teaching himself grammar, logic, mathematics, and philosophy. Learning, for Franklin, was not confined to classrooms. It was a lifelong habit. At age 12, Franklin was apprenticed to his older brother James, a printer. The shop became his informal university. There he encountered the power of words, how ideas could shape opinions and stir public life. When James founded the New-England Courant, one of the colony's first independent newspapers, Benjamin longed to contribute. Forbidden to publish under his own name, he adopted the persona of Silence Dogood, a witty widow whose satirical letters delighted readers and quietly challenged authority. When his authorship was revealed, tensions with his brother worsened, and Franklin, still a teenager, ran away. In 1723, nearly penniless, Franklin arrived in Philadelphia, a moment he later immortalized. A young man walking the streets with a loaf of bread under each arm. Philadelphia offered something Boston could not: room to grow. He found work as a printer, sharpened his skills, and began to imagine a life built on industry, thrift, and usefulness. Franklin's rise was steady, not sudden. He established his own printing business, published the Pennsylvania Gazette, and in 1732 launched Poor Richard's Almanac. Under the pseudonym Richard Saunders, Franklin dispensed weather forecasts, jokes, and aphorisms that distilled practical wisdom. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. The almanac made him famous throughout the colonies and financially secure. Yet Franklin's ambitions extended far beyond personal success. He believed knowledge should serve the common good. He helped found institutions that would shape American civic life: the first lending library, the American Philosophical Society, the University of Pennsylvania, and the city's first volunteer fire company. To Franklin, progress meant cooperation, neighbors pooling their resources for mutual benefit. His scientific curiosity became legendary. Franklin investigated electricity at a time when it was more novelty than science. His famous kite experiment in 1752 demonstrated that lightning was electrical in nature. From this insight came the lightning rod, a practical invention that saved countless buildings and lives. Franklin never patented his inventions, believing that discoveries meant to help humanity should be freely shared. As the colonies moved toward conflict with Britain, Franklin's role shifted from philosopher-printer to statesman. He served as a colonial agent in London, attempting, unsuccessfully, to reconcile colonial grievances with British authority. Once independence became inevitable, Franklin returned home a committed patriot. In 1776, at age 70, Franklin was sent to France on a diplomatic mission that would test every ounce of his charm and intellect. In Paris, he became a celebrity, celebrated as the embodiment of New World simplicity and wisdom. Wearing a plain fur hat instead of powdered wigs, Franklin captivated French society. More importantly, he secured critical French military and financial support, without which American independence might have failed. Franklin was one of the few figures to sign all three of the nation's founding documents: the Declaration of Independence, the Treaty of Alliance with France, and the Treaty of Paris, ending the Revolutionary War. He also played a crucial role at the Constitutional Convention of 1787, where his steady, conciliatory voice urged compromise. When tempers flared, Franklin reminded delegates that imperfect agreement was better than perfect division. In his final years, Franklin reflected on his life with characteristic humility and humor. His autobiography, unfinished but enduring, offered not a tale of flawless virtue, but a guide to self-improvement grounded in honesty, discipline, and service. He even devised a personal chart to track moral progress, acknowledging human imperfection while striving toward better habits. Benjamin Franklin died on April 17th, 1790, in Philadelphia. More than 20,000 people attended his funeral, a testament to his influence. He left no single defining role. He was at once a printer, scientist, inventor, diplomat, philosopher, and founder. What united these lives was his conviction that a useful life, one devoted to learning, service, and practical wisdom, was the highest achievement. Franklin did not seek greatness in monuments or titles. Instead, he pursued improvement of himself, his neighbors, and his nation. In doing so, he helped shape not only a country, but an enduring American ideal that curiosity, hard work, and goodwill can change the world. Pappy says, if you can read, you can learn to do most anything. Keep reading.